Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School, Taif. I am Miss Bushra Tanveer. This is social study class for grade 8. This is the second video of this virtual class. In this video, we will continue chapter 4, Agriculture and Main Crops. Dear students, after today's lesson, you will be able to understand cattle farming, sheep, goat, poultry farming, etc. After today's lesson, you will be able to do the answers of the questions given in the exercise. Short question answers and MCQs of chapter 4. Dear students, we have to continue chapter 4. Few of the pages we have discussed in our first video. Next topics we will discuss today. The first subheading of chapter 4 is stock or animal farming. I will read the paragraph. After that, I will discuss with you the main points which is given in the paragraph. Animal farming makes up about 25% of all agriculture. So it is an important aspect. About 12 to 15 years ago, perhaps, when hunters caught an animal, sheep or goat, and if they had already caught enough to eat, they took the animal tied up with creepers back to their settlement. They felt that if one day they caught nothing while hunting, they could kill and eat the captured animal. Perhaps they captured several, but they were still wild. Dear students, in this paragraph is discuss about the animal farming. Stock or animal farming, special variety of domesticated and tame animals. In olden days, people caught or captured the animals for food. They used the skin, horns and bones of the animals to make clothes, weapons and tools. People also used large animals to carry heavy load from one place to another. Dear students, there is a more text given in the book related to this topic. You have to read that text by yourself. It is very easy for you to read. Let's move to the next subheading of chapter 4. Today's lesson. Next subheading, cattle farming. You can see few pictures for these animals on your computer screen. Now come to the passage. Cattle farming. Most farmers keep some animals and poultry, but in some parts of the world, livestock is the most important kind of farming. Stock rearing is often on poorer land, which is not really rich enough to grow good crops. Cattle are generally the most important farm animals and are found in the most climate for the tropic to the near Arctic regions. Included in cattle are cows, buffaloes, oxen, and yaks. Dear students, the points which are discussed in this passage: cattle farming. Cattle farming, the animals included in are cows, buffaloes, oxen, and yaks. These are the large animals. The main uses of cattle are for meat, milk and dairy products, and for pulling carts and plows. And also people used these animals to carry load, just like donkey carts, oxen carts. The next subheading of this chapter is sheep. Sheep are even more widespread than cattle because they are able to live under the harsher conditions. They will eat the short, hard grass on which cattle will not thrive. They can live at higher altitudes and in colder climates as well as in the tropic regions. Dear students, sheep are also the cattle, and in Pakistan it is a main source of wool. We get the milk, meat and wool from the sheep. The wool of the sheep is used to make carpets, rugs, coats and hats. It can found in any climate, so The climate of Pakistan is very suitable for sheep. Let's move to next passage of chapter 4. Next paragraph is related to goats. Goats, they are closely related to sheep but will live in even harsher conditions. They are valuable because they can live on almost any scrap of vegetation. They are in fact a danger as they can overgraze land into desert. 2 millennia ago, the lands of North Africa were the main grain producing areas of the Roman Empire. But when this collapsed, the wandering herds of goats turned huge areas of it into desert by destroying all the vegetation. So the climate of Pakistan is also suitable for goat. It is also a main source of milk, meat and dairy product. It can live in harsh conditions, also sometimes in hot areas and in cold areas. The hair of the goat is suitable for carpets. Let's move to the next passage of chapter 4. Horses, donkeys, mules. These are not usually kept in large herds but are bred in much smaller numbers. Horses are not widely used today in most parts of the world as working animals on farms, but more for pleasure, riding or races. They are rather difficult and expensive to rear and need a great deal of attention. Dear students, there are given the name of animals. The first one, horses. Horses also work on farms but more for pleasure, riding or races. It means the people use the horses as a race or use it for riding. Donkeys is also used to carry the load from one place to another, and it helps in transportation. The third animal which is discussed over here, that is mules. It's a kind of horse and it's also used to carry load. It's a tough animal, means that the people have to take the tough work to this animal. It also used to carry load from one place to another. Dear students, there is more text given in the book related to this topic. You have to read it by yourselves. It is very easy for you to understand. Let's move to the next passage of chapter 4. Poultry. Most Pakistani farmers, however small their land, keep a few chickens and perhaps some ducks and geese. These birds can feed themselves, but their food is topped up by household scraps. They provide eggs all the year, and when their laying lives are over, they can be eaten. Poultry is easy to rear. Some eggs are allowed to hatch into chicks. Poultry farming is also the source of income in Pakistan. Some farmers make poultry farm to get the eggs and meat from these birds. Poultry farms birds are chickens, ducks, and geese. People get the meat from these birds, and also the eggs of these birds people use as a food. Let's move to the next passage of this chapter. Fishing, fish farming. This is usually included under agriculture, and although it produces only about 1% of human food, it is vitally important in some places. In less developed countries, fishing is done from small boats on rivers, lakes, and near the coast. Developed countries have gigantic fishing ships with many electronic aids to locate shores. Dear students, in this paragraph is discussed about the fish farming. Fish is preferred for their meat. Due to overpopulation, man is facing the shortage of food. So fishing is very useful mean that can control the shortage of food. It is not easily available as basic food. Fishing play a vital role in the economy of the country. Pakistan exports fish to the other countries like America, Japan. So it means that it is also the source of income for the people because it developed the country's economy. Let's move to the next passage of chapter 4. Horticulture. Hortus is Latin for a garden. Hence, horticulture is a kind of garden growing. It is really a halfway stage between a garden and a farm. Horticulturists grow vegetables such as carrots, onions, peas, and beans, cabbages, and cauliflowers on a large scale. Some, especially near big cities, grow large amount of flowers for the markets. Fruit orchards grow bananas, mangoes, lychees, apricot, peaches, apples and pears, dates, oranges, lemons, as well as nuts, almond, pecans, cashews, walnut, and very important, groundnut. Dear students, horticulture is a cultivation of vegetables and fruits, nuts and flowers. This is also the way of growing crops. Pakistan also imports exports the fruits such as mangoes and oranges, and the nuts of some fruits are used to make oil. It is used as a special in cooking oil. Dear students, our soil in Pakistan is too much fertile. So any kind of vegetable and fruit can grow in this soil, and also the horticulture is a main source of income for the people, and horticulture plays vital role in the economy of the country. In Pakistan, there are special area where we can find these farmings. It's also the source of income for the people. Dear students, chapter 4, we have discussed all the topic which is given in this chapter. Let's move to the question answer given in the exercise. Chapter 4, first two questions we have already discussed in our first video. If you have not done, you have to refer in first video. You can see the answer of these two questions, question number 1 and 2, in the first video of social study grade 8. Now we have to discuss question number 3 given in the exercise. Question number 3. Do you know what animals are preferred for livestock farming in Pakistan and why? The answer of the question: animal preferred for livestock farming in Pakistan are cattle, camel, horses, goat, sheep and poultry birds. Most farmers keep some animals and poultry, but in some parts of the world, livestock is the most important kind of farming. Next passage of the answer: cattle, cows, buffaloes. Cattle are generally the most important farm animals and are found in most climates, regions. These animals are bred for their main purpose: meat, milk and skin. These animals are used for working and pulling carts, also to transfer the load from one place to another. Sometimes they are used for domestic irrigation. Next passage of the same answer: sheep. We prefer sheep as livestock animal. Reasons: the main purpose is meat, milk, skin, hair and wool. All these things are suitable for domestic purpose and for business and trade. The climate of Pakistan is suitable for farming of sheep. Next passage of the same answer: goats. They are raised for meat, hair, milk and skin. Their hair is generally coarse and harsh but is very suitable for carpets. Next passage of the same answer. Horses, donkeys, mules. They work on farms and for riding or races. They are used to carry load and also help in transportation. The mule is very tough and hard-working animal. Poultry, chicken, ducks and geese is preferred for eggs and meat reasons. They provide eggs all the year, and when their laying lives are over, they can be eaten. Poultry is easy to rear. Some eggs are allowed to hatch out into chickens. Last passage of question number 3. This is the last passage of this answer. Fish is preferred for their meat reasons. Due to overpopulation, man is facing the shortage of food on land. So fishing is very useful mean that can help to control the shortage of food. Question number 4 from the exercise is an activity. So this question number 5, which is given in the book, although fish is not easily available as staple food, it is a valued product. Can you say why? Answer: fish is a valued product due to its nutritive value and varied uses such as for fertilizer, animal feed, etc. Dear students, now we have to discuss the short question answer of chapter 4, agriculture and main farming. The first question: define the term horticulture. Horticulture is a kind of garden growing. It is really halfway stage between a garden and a farm. Question number 2. What do you know about arable farming? Arable farming is about producing food. Arable farming means growing crops, and it is probably the most important type of farming, as it is quite possible to live fairly well on vegetables and grains alone. Short question number 3. What are the main purpose of cattle? Answer: the main uses of cattle are for meat, beef cattle, milk and dairy products, for pulling carts and farm implements. Now we will see the MCQs of the same chapter, chapter number 4. The first MCQ: rice is the biggest single crop in the world. Number 2, animals farming makes up about 25% of all agriculture. Number 3, farming by machine is called mechanized farming. MCQ number 4, archaeologists say that wheel is the second most important invention in the history. MCQ number 5, Angora is the best kind of goat. MCQ number 6, horticulture is the kind of garden growing. Number 7, the rice grows to the height of 1 to 1.25 meters. MCQ number 8, the most valuable crop in money terms is coffee. MCQ number 9, sheep are an important source of wool. MCQ number 10, the wheel are invented in the Fertile Crescent about 5,000 years ago. Dear students, from chapter number 4 we have done MCQs, short question answers and the long question answers. So see the homework. Learn and write the MCQs of chapter 4. Learn and write short question answers of chapter 4. Learn and write long question answers of chapter 4. So first two questions which is given in the first video, if you didn't get the answer, you can find the answer of first two questions from the first video, and question number 3 and 4 exercise question from the second video. And you have to learn all these answers which is given in the exercise. See you in the next video. Goodbye.